Decepticons. As your new leader, Who disrupts my coronation? A crown befitting the new ruler of the universe! Your time is now over, Megatron. The reign of Starscream will be a reign of terror!
Esteemed members of my armada, you now stand upon the very precipice of glory to meet the destiny which I have so tenaciously worked toward. Dynamic leadership of the Decepticons.
Hello everyone, I hope life's been treating you well. This is Starstream65, and today we're taking a look at the Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Strongarm. So here we have Strongarm in her vehicle mode, and first we'll take a look at her accessory, which is a blaster rifle, which can store underneath the SUV mode, under what will become her chest right here on one of these 5mm ports. And it'll peg in like so, and the muzzle will fit through this gap and it will become the chest plate. Here's the weapon itself. It's cast in black plastic. Again, you have two 5mm ports on the sides, as well as a 5mm handle. You have an odd permanent muzzle flash effect, which is different. It's cool though. It's a nice painted blue plastic. In addition to storing underneath your vehicle mode, it can also store on top of her light bar like so. Kind of reminds me of Mech Tech, which none of us liked. Put that out to the side for now. But yes, here we have Strongarm in her police SUV mode, and it's a very nice SUV mode. Right off the bat, I want to show off her size, because she has a really interesting thing when she transforms, of expanding herself, because she actually ends up being quite hollow. Now here she is next to Bumblebee, and while they are about the same length, you can see that Strongarm is a good deal taller. Granted, she has a little bit of elevation due to her wheels in comparison to Bumblebee, which is due to the fact that she is an SUV. We'll come down here to the underside where the gun was, and you can see that she's very hollow. You have all the space underneath her feet here, and her legs. You have this entire gappy section here, where her thighs are, and then a full gappy up here by her head too, underneath her hood. So see in robot mode and during transformation how she kind of collapses into herself. So I found that really interesting. As far as her wheels go, they're just clip-on wheels. Unfortunately, all mine roll really well except for this one right here. But it rolls pretty well regardless. Her back windshield is not painted the nice black plastic that these are, unfortunately. You do have some blue showing here because this is on a hinge. That'll hinge forward. You do have a nice red and blue light bar. Little sparks on the paint apps on the grill here. You have an Autobot symbol, which is neat. Along with some blue headlights painted the same color as the blue light bar. Now again, it's a nice vehicle mode. You have some white back here for her legs. Nothing painted back here on the bumper. And we flip her over again, you can see her thighs, her feet, and her head right here. As well as her arms if you try looking hard enough. Oh no, nice vehicle mode. For the usual size comparison, here she is next to Armada Starscream. Armada Starscream is a bit longer and wider because he's a plane. The Strongarm is a really good size for a deluxe, seeing as they've been downscaling as of late. Alright, so to transform Strongarm, we will start by coming up here to the grill and bringing it down like so. There are two slots right here that will peg into these two pegs up here above her head. And you want to split the grill, and you're going to bring each respective part up on a hinge, like so, so that this peg right here on what would become the inside of her arm and what was the grill will take into her wrist. Like so, forming an arm. And same thing on the other side, like so. And then you can bring the arms down like so to get them out of the way, which will reveal her head. Next, you want to come back here to what will become her shoulders, and you're going to unpeg them like so. They take it up here, and they take it by the door here. And you'll bring them out and get them out of the way. Bring this one out. This one doesn't like to unpeg. There we are. And just bring it around. Next, you want to come down here to the door, and you're going to unpeg it from what will become her leg, like so, and bring the door up, like so. Same thing over here on the other side, and then bring both doors up, and then you're going to come back here to our front, and you're going to take this entire assembly of her shoulders, and they'll move in unison. There's a bar in here that will move them down together, like so. Gotta try to bring them out a little bit. You can see that these pieces here move up. You can see the pins now. Before you could not see the pins, like so. So it's subtle, but it is a neat transformation element. And then you want to take this chest plate and you're going to bring it up like so, and these two pegs will peg into these two slots right here, like so, which will kind of sort of lock her her arm assembly. And then you want to take her arms, and they're on a double hinge, and you're going to bring them up like so. Then you're going to come back here to the roof and the wing door assembly, and you're going to unpeg it from the back of the truck like so. They peg in right here with these two slots right here, and you're going to bring the wings in while not catching them on these shoulders. And as you do that, you're going to bring it up against her back, and it will just hold in place via friction like so. And then just bring her wings straight back like so. Then you come around here to the front, you're going to take her waist, you're going to spin it around 180 like so. Then you're going to split her legs, and you're going to come down here, flip out her feet, like so. Flip out her other foot, like so. And there is Strongarm in her robot mode. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we have Strongarm in her robot mode, and it is a very nice robot mode, and she is pretty accurate to her show model, except for the fact that she's lacking some specific paint apps. Take a look at her head first, and it's a nice head. It's done up in a blue plastic, and you got a yellow crest there, silver face, and some brighter blue eyes. So that is nice. But she's lacking the white that she has in the show. She has blue and white striping on her head, with white being the predominant color, which is not shown here. And her chest as well, with the Autobot QR code there, is not white and blue striped as it is in the show. You have some white and you have some blue contrast there, but it's not super prominent. That being said, though, she is pretty chill accurate, and I don't notice anything else aside from in the show her white bars end up being on her forearms. Which I guess if one wanted to, you could just paint this blue and you paint this red or whatever side they're on in the show. But she has the wheels on her shoulders like in the show. She has the same looking legs. She has these door wing cable on her back. Granted, they're more flush and up a bit more, angled up. But yeah, it is very hollow back here, which accounts for why her transformation is so large, or why her vehicle is so large, rather. You have a 5mm port right here, which you can store her gun if you so choose, like so. You can store it down if you want to. You can store it up if you so choose. You have options. Her back of her legs are hollow too, as you can see, like in vehicle mode. That's really the extent of her hollowness, though. She has a solid chest. Everything else is pretty solid. Take a look at her flexibility now. Her head is on a ball joint. You can look that much up, that much down. You can tilt that much to the left and to the right, and you can do a full 360. Excuse me. She's got double hinged shoulders for information, and they are on a ball joint, so you get a nice range of motion there. However, the back of the shoulders do get in the way with these wings. And she's got a joint right here for transformation. Call it an upper elbow, maybe. Go that far forward, about 90 degrees. And then you got a universal joint here at the elbow for 90 degrees motion, as well as a swivel on a mushroom pig further up. She does have a waist swivel for transformation's sake. She has balls onto the hips. You've got a full range of motion there. You got a bicep swivel, or not bicep swivel, excuse me. You got a thigh swivel. You've got about 90 degrees of articulation at the knee, and then her feet can pivot due to transformation, like so. So all her possibility is nice. It is hindered by some kibble, but it's not bad. Again, she has her gun, which can be held in either hand. Now, her hand is formed from the front of her SUV mode, the grille. Maybe, for example, you can see the headlight right under her arm. That being said, her fist is kind of sunken into her hand, so from a side view, it looks like a lot of kibble. It isn't as bad as it looks in pictures, and some people make it out to look. But she can still hold her gun. It'd be a shame that this front piece here would enable her to hold her gun all the way down. You can see it just clears this kibble here, like so. But it looks nice in her hand, though. So for comparison, in this mode, here she is next to the Fall Cybertron Starscream. You can see that she does a pretty interesting thing in that she gets decently shorter, because Starscream is a good deal taller than her. Maybe that's due to the fact that he has those ridges behind his head, I don't know. Alright everyone, Strongarm accomplishes her purpose well. She is a good representation of her character model and is a good, decent toy. That being said, is she for everyone? No. Unfortunately, she is hollow in some areas, and that bothers some people. And she is lacking in some paint, both show accurate and just in general, especially in vehicle mode. That being said, to complete your RID cast, I do think she is worth your time. So this has been the video review for the Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Strongarm. I am Starstream65. Thank you very much for watching, and do take care.
Megatron? If it isn't my old pal Megatron.
Megatron.
Notice how much noise an insect makes buzzing and clacking until you crush it underfoot? That's what you are, Megatron. A bug with a big mouth.